Why the 40-week wait?
It's a lot of writing for these guys. They have to go away and write it again, and scheduling is a big deal because you want to keep your audience, and everyone gets into a habit. I agree. It's going to be nearly 10 months, but I don't think there's a way around it.
Yeah, the material is just so taut and gripping, and very, very enticing. But yeah, I mean, it's also nice that it's not such an overwhelming commitment that I don't have to dedicate my entire year to it. But when it's on, it's pretty consuming.
Do you think the tape's going to come back to haunt Sergeant Brody this season?
Do I think what is?
The tape he left on the rock.
Well, there's a tape. What else is there? There's a razor blade. There are a few loose ends to tie up, but honestly, the writers don't know when they'll use them. They'll use them because they're that good, and they'll use them at the best time. But having spoken to them, it's a technique. You leave things unresolved. You write them down on your list, and you just say, we have that to come back to. It's just like that's gold in reserve.
Tell me about your chemistry with Damian, because it is amazing.
Yeah, really? Okay. I don't know. I don't think you can account for chemistry, really. I think he's a wonderful actor, and I'm, that I find very exciting. Just as an artist. So maybe that translates.
I think their relationship will always be problematic. I think they are drawn to each other, but they're both damaged, and there's an unhealthy codependency, I think, that exists. They're like moths to a flame, really. It will never be healthy when they're together.
Do you want to see Brody turn around? By the way, do you think he can be turned around?
Look, let's see how this season 2 is a success or not. But I think we all saw in season 1 a pretty extraordinary climax. I think it's difficult to top that in terms of Brody's story. So I think Brody has to become something else. Whether he remains the main threat throughout the series, I think is a moot point. They might introduce another threat, and then they have to find another role for Brody. We'll see how successfully they manage that.